Okay, this card I like. I mean, I also like Combat Tutorial. Card is good. It's not as flexible as maybe a Combat Tutorial or Titan. But I feel like if we're passing the blue card, we're never getting a blue deck. I'm just not winning much with green in general. Don't like green in this format unless I'm in Golgari. While blue is just blue. So we could go with that. I guess just Thunder Magic. Just the best card in the pack. I like Crystal Chosen a lot, but it's more expensive, so I would value Thunder Magic early more. I don't exactly know, but probably they said when they're announcing that, right? This is good, this is good, Bomb is good, Wyvern. I like Sleep Magic slightly more than Wyvern because the tempo edge is huge. And see how we're losing the games we're on the draw. And this is actually a card that flips draw, play dynamic, and it's really good with that. So I'll take that over Wyvern. That's great, that's great. We could do some town stuff. Probably just Dreams here. We have two good removals. We don't need to be red, but I would want to be red. Okay, not passing on that over Revelation. And we can be blue-black, we can be Grixis. I mean, these are splashable, but it's not like you're aiming for 3 colors. It just can happen. Maybe you get enough mana, maybe you get a Shintoto or splashing or something. I really like a side quest. I don't know, I'm not that invested in Standard. I hope maybe Corey still needs to go, but then you have other problems. Rage, I guess people are talking about Rage going. I'll take Dreams. It feels like we should be in Towns and Green, but Dreams is a good card. I would play 2, maybe the third one is excessive, but I don't see a way out of blue. Rat is fine with, especially with that. We could speculate on a green card, but then again I passed the green rare. And now an infantry pick 7. Fight on, but we don't have anything to bring back right now. Land for a town, like it seemed like towns are there a little bit. I guess like I could spec on artifacts. I'll take a land. I didn't get a feeling. Okay, I think it's just blue-black because this was too big of a signal. It's too hard to deny that. And now Black Mage's Rot is an insane common in these sort of decks. Revelation late, but can we get away with that? I'd rather play 1 Revelation, 1 Dreams, I guess. Unless we have Sahagins, then Dreams are just better. We'll get in the sideboard. Oh, that's a late Blazing Bomb. I could see a red-black pivot. But then these are gonna be good no matter what. I'll just cut black. This might be okay-ish. Not playable right now, but maybe. Tutorial. Well, we have all the card draw. Maybe, but there's nothing really that much better. I'd rather play Tutorial than maybe too many of these. I don't like Shiva that much, although we do have a Sleep Magic, so it is somewhat justifiable, I would say. I'll just take Tutorial. Now we need stuff. Now we need... Wall helps us stall over Treachery. Treachery helps us stall as well, but Wall has been actually really good in these decks. But I do want the removal. I'll take Treachery. Wall has more chances of wheeling if black is really open. Another Treachery. It's definitely not Tutorial here, so it's either Hectare or Treachery, but I think it's just Treachery. Infantry is really good, yeah, one of the best white cards if you get them in multiples, but you need to start taking them if you want them in multiples. That's a win con. Yeah, these decks don't need to go high on creatures. Let's go. We just need 5 mages, rots, and removal and card draw. Oh, this might be fine. Splashing fire magic would actually be really good in this deck. Reinforcements are kind of great as well. I like reinforcements here because of all the flashback. Flash black. Second Marlboro or land. I want to play another Marlboro probably here, but We can get it later. There's a potential we splash also. I love that card. The dispute is so good. Maybe potential 2-drop. Could take a rare for the collection. That looks okay-ish to me. Better than the other two decks. But I said that for the red-black deck as well, and it went 2 wins. Wait, are we getting there with Merchant? Do we want a Magic Pot? Or a Control Plan? I'd rather play a Merchant. I need to hydrate. Is that what you're saying? That's a late infantry. Don't mind the Hectice. Makes Treacherous a little bit better. Whatever. Okay, more Black Mage's Rot. Ooh! Well, there's a Choco comment which we cannot play. This is one of the highest win ratio cards in this set. Lance is the other uncommon that you take over most rares. But I'm slamming that. This card is fun to play. It also looks pretty good in this pile. Like we actually can get there with 14. Counterspell Overkill. I think Overkill. Also like, okay, this is a win condition, but man, I mean win condition. Like we plan to win with mages, and Cornered by mages has been excellent. So what do you do here? I want that Overkill, but I also want the Cornered. Cornered has more chances of wheeling. Okay, Overkill. I mean, we do have decent amount of removal, so maybe, I think I should have taken the other one this week and splash. But this gives us now a win con, so we might be alright. Yeah, Cornered can win the game on 3. That's true. That is true. Wait, we do have a land, right? Where's my land here? So we need to be... Our mana is somewhat sketchy, but we have a treasure here. Like, this is pretty... Like, these decks are usually pretty intense because you want a double spell. We have a treasure here as well. So I want to pick another land so we don't need a mountain. But yeah, we're taking that. The card is insane. Play that. No, there's an Ice Magic. Rat is also fine, but... Rat would be fine. But first Ice Magic. Too good. Protects your own creatures. Okay. Sentinel to block. Might not need it, but it's actually a really good card. This goes. No, it's definitely Sentinel here. It gives us this leverage over playing a big blocker, so you don't need to deal with small creatures rather than always have to deal with small creatures. I think deck building wise, it's pretty clear that Sentinel is better for a control deck like that. So Hagen is serviceable, but I think I'm on the land here. We have almost enough playables. There's your third treachery, and see how we get rewarded by that pick. Treacheries also don't deal with everything. Sync over Hectice or Hectice. Hectice actually looks insane in this one, but I want the first Syncopate. I'll take the Syncopate. Oh, look at that. What? I mean, this deck looked good pack 1 even. But yeah, pack 1 was a little bit short on playables for us. From what you expect. The double black will be rough. 9. Probably don't need a mountain like that. Could play 18 lands, honestly. Even though we have some cantrips. But usually you don't wanna cantrip early. 1 Hectice is fine. We didn't get picked the second one, but okay. Could cut 1 Revelation. These are they better? But then the reinforcements gets worse. They don't fit, but the reinforcements is sometimes so good. I mean, I'd still rather have double Sentinel than reinforcement. I mean, this could be the deck. Is Dreams better than Revelation here? I like it for instant speed applications. You only have 1 Syncopate. So it could be that the Revelation is actually better. Attacks are black mana less. Because these are double black. So I think this is better than... Yeah, but going through 3 cards is pretty huge when you're looking for answers. But yeah, I mean, probably Dreams is better. Could play Thunder Magic, but maybe we just don't want to stretch it. We have like decent removal. I think I'm pushing it if I play 4 cantrips, because we already have tutorial, and our card advantage even comes from equipments. And even corner is pseudo card advantage, depends on the situation. Like, these are the decks I want to get, but you often don't get them in this time, so I'm surprised we got it. Because again, the pots are just hit different now than later in the day when arena is more crowded. You see more combat tutorials late, more wyverns late. Okay, I need a coffee. I'm only on 1 coffee. That's why I'm so grumpy. But it's also the format. The format is making me grumpy. and I do like drafting it. That's why I cannot stop. Yeah, here's another hand where I think you keep for the upside. On the draw, you're gonna get, like, if you get another land, you go Mage's Rot into corner and you win the game. And this is then where steamrolliness goes your way, right? I did adjust a lot, made a lot of adjustment, and I'm performing better because of that. Okay, good hand. Link, what's up, what's up? And there are these decks like we're playing now, which have way more leverage over games because you have cheap removal, you have a good game plan late game. You have you can play powerful, impactful, cheap cards way more than, for instance, in green-white that we had. But there's just some drafts that you don't get that. And blue is way more open, again, in the crowded hours that it is at these hours. So you just live with what you work with, I guess. And you try to do the best with what you have, so it's not that bad. I'm just too many times comparing myself to them people that play later. I think Golgari is really good, but I don't want to end up in any other green archetype. Sometimes Simic, but Simic is just blue. Simic is just a blue deck. It gets carried by blue cards. I want to deal with that. Can I deal with that? I have a Syncopate up. I guess we attack first. I'm leaving that back in case they have removal. We're not... I'll do 1 damage. Now we're kind of racing either way. Syncopate up. Close, because we have all the value. I'm gonna go just like that. No need to rush. I guess that, and then we have a cycle and stuff. Also, there's an argument to just pass and have a counter spell up and block. They can double spell pump the prowess. Might be worth it. What can happen? At most, they get a token. I mean, we have that. We have to commit to a counter spell is the issue. But I think the upside is high enough. Because it's not that easy to deal with that. Bounce cannot happen. Well, that's getting countered. Or just cycle. I'm gonna like that. Maybe we get to Marlboro next turn, which is pretty good. Gonna play that. Unless they double block. Maybe play the land too early. I know this gets awkward, but we wouldn't get a double 2-for-1 maybe if I play the spell out. And if they don't block, I didn't expect them not to block, then I would just go here. We have so many options. And now this gets a big creature potentially. I'm just playing that out. I know it's like we lost the counter and all, but this was too good still. Yeah, this is over. I'm just gonna play the Dreams this turn for an extra damage, for an extra card to have more leverage over this card, for an extra ping. There's a lot that comes from that value. Okay. Wait, what did this get a counter? Oh, whenever you draw your 3rd card each turn, that actually came up. I didn't know that has an ability. What? Awesome. To be fair, there's some really fun interaction happening in this format. Because the cards have so much text and you just miss on something that's so narrow. Two cards. Wait, it's a win? 2 plus 2 pumps. But we then win here. Oh no, it is lethal. It is lethal. 8 and then a pink here. I missed on maybe one counter. Anyhow, the play is the same. That's why I didn't really dedicate too much brain power to the pound pumps. I swear every time you play cornered by mages, you on 3 you win the game. Like that card just wins on turn 3. We have played it later, but it was equally good. Also, why the card is so good, because it's not really bad getting a 1-1, because the 1-1 usually carries equipment and then they have to re-equip. There's some specific cases where it really gets bad stuff like Wyvern token. That's like sometimes a bad case, but when you get some equipment, you're really happy with that. I think that's why the card is overperforming. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They kind of play with each other well. It's just that then you want to be mono black to have it consistent. I'm gonna just deal with the bite. I guess this into that has some... Nah. We're a control deck at the core, and on the draw, we should probably adapt that role even more. Oh, annoying. Annoying. That hits hard. Kinda really good in that spot. Let's just do that for tempo efficiency. Then I have that. And we have like a... Like even preventing 3. What on 4? I guess I'm getting a 4-4. I'm gonna just... Like, I don't see like many 3s. I can see a 4 that we want to deal with it more, but taking 3 is rough here. Just for the tempo. Gotta respect the tempo. Sure. Okay, now we go here and pass. This has a really good block. Four drop, 1 time Oppo. That's a 3 drop. We're probably losing this game. Okay, deal with that. This is still far off. It's probably just salvagers. It gets annoying with all the life gain. I think I like this better. I know they can be a 6 drop, but this way we basically get the treasures, and the 5-6 is really good. Okay. Getting one of those is probably the play. Also don't want to... I mean, this is a decent discard. I think we pass. I really want to counter stuff, and then we can discard that next turn. And I don't want to use too many treasures. Okay, no land, so means we're getting something. Go out. We lose? What? I mean, what are we gonna do? Like, every play lined out perfectly for them. Well, we have some bounce, we can jump. Treachery doesn't deal with it. The issue is we're cornered by mages with like some weird sequence of cards. Sleep magic. Okay, we can get stuff. So, okay, so we're just searching now. Okay, step 1, I guess. Deal with that. So maybe I don't play that out. I do it in their turn. But this does block. Okay, that's good. I'm going with Syncope. I think we need lands. Should we just go for the thingy? I think we block and try to get... Oh no, we cannot get it down because it's... Okay, that's good that we can get down. So it equal to power, so they don't get anything here. Can do that. And do it in our turn. So this flips. And then we're kinda Gucci. So you go... Nine. I need a land. Although it's close. It's not unreasonable to cycle there. Okay, that's a problem. So we need this up for later. I think we have to wait till they get a pump. Okay, they give us time, that's good. That's a great card here. This allows me to block and... So maybe I gotta play that first. Choco will be huge, yeah, maybe that's safer. I don't know, maybe I should have done that, but... Okay, if they... Okay, that's good, Choco. Although Choco we can chump, so it's not the worst. I just think we still need lands. I guess we can take 7, I don't know. Another Marlboro gets us. We have done that for... and shuffle it in, but... Yeah, maybe it was better to just actually mill that. Even though we have a plan now, but I don't... We go to 2 life. Bounce and Marlboro. I don't know. Because this is technically fine. Like, it's a really good spot to be in unless they have their own Marlboro again. I'm gonna... I mean, I guess we're not taking that much damage. We can just... Yeah, block. Okay. No, this works really well now. Because now they lost all the value this way. So, I guess it was okay. Now we play... this. It's played out really well. No, I let them attack. We want to let them attack here so we can get this backswing. I know it's maybe risky because another card, but... Okay, works out perfectly. Okay, if they keep it, I think this is over then. Two, 7. We know what they're getting, and we're flipping. I mean, it's over, right? We deal with that, deal enough damage, and then it's lethal next turn. We know what they're getting. $13. The dream. Well, it does flip. The issues, but this can get us to black. And we have removal. We need some threats. Oh, that's a threat. This card is really insane. In the right deck. I'm gonna play that later. I like the tempo application, although I'm going here. Sure. Value? Discard 1. And I could discard cornered by mages, but I just think it's a... Well, I can play that. Having that one token with all the spells is so good though. It makes sense to discard it. Kinda weird. I said where you win on turn 3 and I refuse to win, I guess. Okay, I'm going here now. Hopefully it lives. More value. The issue is these cards are so bad versus Heck Dice. So the best possible play for them. Made our it nerfed our whole hand. I swear I get the format. I swear I really am winning during the crowded hours, but I'm not winning during that time. And I know you guys are gonna say that's copium, but I've looked at the stats a little. I guess I don't need that much blue. Yeah, but best of 3, you're gonna win more because there's worse players there. Because you don't play your own rank. So it's not really like a format thing. It's just like, yeah, winning is fun, but then again, like best of 3 doesn't have like any benefit from winning. You're not ranking up. I guess you get some gems, but I still want the land on the long run. How do we even deal with that now? Tap it down, but then they still have the ability of discard the land. I think we're better off surveilling and discard a random card, although they're probably gonna discard the land. That means they don't get 2 cards. This gets us closer to here. Let's do that. Okay. We still get the ability, but might not be that devastating. I think it's fine to 2-for-1 ourselves here. Obviously this played out awkwardly, but yeah, it's broken. This card is broken for sure. I think we do that. 2 cards. It's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. So could go here for like insane pingies. I could also do that, which I kinda like. Yeah, I mean, we need to see a recursion first. Still in an awkward spot, but here we get their last card. And we gotta deal with that as well, because Blitzball. It's fine. We still have red in the deck though. 2 sources of red. I mean, technically we're a hat. Technically we're a hat. There's a red, and I want something to add to the board. So what do we have? Most of our spells are cheap, which means we can play a Black Mage's Rod. Plan is fair if I do that. I should have not played the tap land, but okay. I don't think we have a 4-drop. We're going really low on cards in library. So that makes this somewhat awkward because it's minus 3 cards. Okay. Wait, how many cards do they play? Didn't they mill like crazy already? Ouch. $14 to $11. Might be worth it. Pretty good to just hit. So it goes then like we also get this faster. What's our removal still? Ice Magic, another Treachery. I really like using that, but I think that's legit. Because it goes also like it gets us on. Because now we're also racing with the mill. I know, but then we can still probably stall. I don't know. Okay, that's annoying, but not a big of a deal. Not a big of a deal. Get the last card. It's probably a land or not. I swear that was the most fun in this format I had, so maybe I need to do more of that. But thank you for watching the YouTube. I don't want to lose creatures, but I think I sacked that still to get that earlier. Could see sacking that because we just have more creatures to re-equip. I think it's too important to have the equips. They're almost dead. And here we want to spread it out so we can I have played a qualifier which I didn't prepare for, so I didn't do that well. Only 2 wins, but not that much. I also constructed doesn't feel that great to me right now, honestly. Like I'm waiting for the bans, then I might be more engaged. Need another spell and we win. And like, what are the odds? Like we have mono spells in the deck. Puff puff. Beautiful. But yeah, this is the Magic I want to play. And it would be so fun to have this deck every time, but it's just not open. Like these colors are pretty overdrafted. It's a little bit too risky. Also, no early plays in this format. Like you still want early plays to get some like either a blocker for the equipment so you just don't use the removal and stuff. Or just something to get going, like a pingy mage can go far. A ping mage. Okay, there's our ping mage. Well, too bad this is not on the play, because on the play, this is insane. I don't know what you do here. I guess you play into a counter. Because you just... it's too whatever. Like you got deal with Wyvern. Well, and now, this is insane. Cornered by mages on turn 3 either wins immediately or probably wins. That's pretty good for them. Pretty good. I'm just doing that. No one to sack anything. Do we have a sleep magic, which is actually worded here for the extra push because we're burning them out now. So if we get sleep magic here, that would be insane. Thatch. Okay, no sleep magic. That sets us back. Attacks. Equipping is probably not worth it. I know we're getting a good card, but I think it's just the power. They're also mana screwed. Like in theory, equipping, if they don't have an answer, and if we have time, it results into more damage because it would be another pink here, but it's just the most clunkiest play ever. And then we can make this like play or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to find lands here. I know I could sack the rod, but the rod will be probably good enough. I'll just sack the Hectice. I just think we want to find lands. We have time. And lands get us to 4-4 with a Sentinel. So 2 pings. This just goes ballista. There's our land. I just don't think we do that. We're so efficient, and with the treasure matters. I mean, we cannot flip it next turn, but in 2 turns we can. So it is a land on top. Or if they got a land, maybe something else. On here, I guess, because spread it out. And then maybe upkeep, try to deal with the pixie. That's fine. Get 2 damage in here. I don't think that's bad. I think we're just actually like Perm Plan is super real. Oh, that gets them life. Is Is that annoying or what? Wait. That's lethal? Unless they have 0 mana black cards. I need to bounce my own creature. Oh, I messed up that. Well, I guess either way I would need to deal with my own creature. That's fine. Whatever. Lethal is lethal. Prodigal Sorcerer, yeah. Prodigy Sorcerer. I mean, that was a busted limited card in 1995 or 7 or 8 or whenever limited got started. I remember Chandalar, Prodigal Sorcerer, you could do some stuff with that. Although Sun Chandalar had just insane combos. Like, if you really wanted to try hard. There's like a speed run with free Shivan Dragon. You get like do a quest where you get a free Shivan Dragon or something stupid like that. Maybe we need to play Chandalar instead of this format. Okay, so they play Shintoto next turn. Just watch this. One time Shintoto Oppo. Good enough. It's a good enough. Bro, this deals damage. Like the start is insane here, but I mean, to be fair, these corners by mages are doing work. No decisions to make. Buff. No more katanas. Well, we actually are in some trouble. I think we can let them have that for a turn. 6 mana. I'm a little bit afraid of equipping, so there's an argument to leave. I think we leave everything up. Okay, there's 6 mana. But I'd rather bounce that than... Yeah, I'll just do that. I guess maybe it's something I want to sack later, but... Not getting blue is just awkward. Because now we're definitely bouncing, even if they... We have to take 3, but we're definitely bouncing that. That's not good. I want this first before I do that. I guess I sack one of the 0-1s. Man, this is so many pings. I want to deal also the 2 damage. I want it all. Okay. Blue mana has been just rough in this run. This is gonna be... What? Why Oppo? Okay, this is gonna be rough. Man, we do flip Kuya, which gives us a 4-6, kinda good. If I go to 1, it's 3, there's no chance. Okay. That wins, right? We can counter our own spell. Okay, easy win. Also need to what? Here stop and full control. Right, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 12 damage. Okay, full control now. Flips. I'm on full control. Okay, this is now sketch. So many random triggers. No, I don't need full control anymore. But this is so easy to mess up because you have to pay for X, you have to full control to have a counter up. Okay, come on, 7-0 to make up for all the losing today. Now I want to play more. It's a little bit of a random format, but okay. I'm playing it, so cannot be that bad. I am qualified, yeah. In cycle, it's really rough on the draw. You sometimes lose those games. Okay. August something, August 9th, I think, but I might be wrong. Okay, come on, give us a land. We need that land. We're too far behind otherwise. We did nothing wrong in this game other than being on the draw. Thatch. So block here or block there, but no, this we cannot block because of... $15. We take 5 if they have a removal, but... Yep. Bro, look at that deck. I guess I can pass. Need to do it pre-combo though. So it dodges the Thunder Magic either way. I think passing is legit. +3, +1, but not gonna play around that probably. I mean, now they could have +4. They could have the You're Not Alone, which gets us really hard here. But we didn't see... That's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine. It's the most important here is to stop attacks. Everything else doesn't matter. Get big or go home. Play tempo now. Guess that gets awkward with that, but I think we're fine. The 2-turn clock with that. Somewhat of a 2-turn clock. We might need to cycle. But this would be our whole turn. Oh, that's annoying. I like this more. See what we get. Maybe get removal. It's okay. Are we gonna die from 10? Zidane? Yeah, but Zidane gets us. We lose to Zidane or something. It's too risky. Because now if they keep that up, we probably win the game. Their mana screwed. No, but Weapon Trader doesn't... Oh, they can... Oh, you mean the... Okay, the Act of Treason gets us, yeah. But Zidane doesn't get us. That's scary because Choco commented, if we get a land, they need to block both, which... and then we get... well... It really depends, like, because we had 3 draws to get 1 removal, and we have like 5-6 removals in the deck. Yeah. I think we gotta pass here. Because Threaten alone is not lethal. Threaten in a land is lethal though. Let them tap down, I guess. That removes Resto from equation. I don't think red mana gives them life. Whew. 7-0, baby. Format is saved. A fan again. Top 2K, dude, today was rough. I mean, but ultimately, what's the 6-7? Basically, we're 7-6, 7-3 wins. We're 10-6. What's the win ratio? 60% win ratio is kind of normal. But we're down gems. No, we had like a 2-3 with a decent black-red, and with green-white was what it was. 1-3 and then now 7-0. I found these hours are rough because blue is never there. Like, if you draft later in the day, you're gonna get blue decks, but like people that draft now are tryhards. So the pots are not as soft as later or in the during the weekends. So I think there's just like, I tend to do better with blue decks or like sometimes white equipment decks, but white also doesn't seem to be there. So you just end up in green decks, which is like, if you're not Golgari, green gives you like really little leverage over games. Golgari is really good though. A lot of the decks can trophy even if they're bad because like play draw dependency in this format is real. Then there are some decks that just have too insane of quality, like Dragoon's Lances, Commons, combat tutorials, Wyverns, stuff like that. Or maybe White Aura sits if you go the other direction, or you get a deck with multiple infantries. Those decks win. Like those decks just win versus these medium decks. But I think it really depends in what pot you're in. And I think pot drafting, matches not being pot related, really hurts this format. So you really get a different experience if you would play in real life, I think. In Arena, these hours are rough because I swear you never see a Choco Comet pick 2 or a Dragoon's Lance pick 2. While if I draft later, and this I'm talking from experience because I do see a difference in win ratio when I stream later in the day. You do get those cards because they're more casuals online and the pots are not ranked. I don't know, does that make sense? I mean, it might be just me, but it's just something I noticed. It's nothing you can do about it. I still like to stream these hours. That's my sweet spot. Yeah, that's why it's different in real life because you're playing with your own pot and that option would be neat. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be that great in Arena because, again, this is only for tryhards, right? Casuals like to draft, like to queue in fast, right? You would have to wait for queue-ins. Like the whole thingy would last way longer. You would have to wait other matches to finish and stuff. Any tips? I mean, you still want to build decks. Like, you want to build decks cheaper to... Like, look at how cheap this deck is, and it's a control deck, right? But the value comes from like, the synergy plus cards like this. And obviously, some bombs are pretty good, but the thing is you want to you want to have control over play draw, and sometimes you don't get that. At least you want to try, and double spelling on 4 is huge. It's really huge in this format. And stuff like Sleep Magic, even though again counterintuitive with these, but I think it's too good. You give yourself a chance to win on the draw with a card like Sleep Magic so many times. Same goes for Thunder Magic. Like, there's not many 1-mana cards that really flip the tempo like that. Like, you see me how I draft. Like, I don't think I'm doing something that different than people that are succeeding. But I'm willing to listen if anybody has a better advice. There's just pots that don't have the quality and you cannot do much. And I really feel comfy when I see combat tutorials or cornered by mages going late. Like, those two cards at common are crucial, or Black Mage's Rot as well. Like, that card is so good. And this is what doesn't really happen at these hours that often. It happened in this draft. We got cornered on the wheel twice. And I can show you the deck that didn't do well, and you're gonna see the difference. They are worse. They are way worse, but there was nothing to be done in that pot. And I mean, we could go through the draft if anybody is interested, but just to show you the deck, this doesn't look bad. It went 2-3. But you see the difference on just quality on the cards. Like, it had the same plan, but didn't have maybe the flow of cards, didn't have as good of a removal. We even had a Sephiroth, by the way. I don't think this is a 2-3 deck still, but you do end up paired versus those decks that have the quality. And what are you gonna do? Like, this is a way worse deck than the other deck. We have to play some weird stuff for synergy, like Elders, but they work with Sephiroth, they work with the mill plan, the pink plan. Yeah, I decided to play Freya at the end because, like, accidental damage, and we have decent amount of equipments, 3, 4, 5, right? But I could have played whatever other filler